Now, we did see Punk last night at the Rumble, just before the men's Rumble match. As he didn't have a match at the Rumble, but he was there to watch the men's Rumble. And now here he is, middle of the ring, microphone in hand. Let's see what he has to say. Saying he must be careful and step slow, and that Gunther, the man who won the Rumble, is no joke. And talking about Gunther, here he is, interrupting Punk. That's true, Cody has been champion for way longer. Gunther just trash talking Punk and his work rate. Punk says he'll happily see himself gone then. That's... Oh! Punk turned around, clocked Gunther in the back of the head with the championship. Oh my. As now we're backstage, we see Obafemi and Bron Breakker. They're both taking part in the Battle Royal later tonight. That's in the main event though.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
As we kick the night off now, first match of the night. It's going to be Rhea Ripley challenging for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. As Rhea Ripley looks to regain gold. Ripley returned at Survivor Series, which was about a month ago by this point. She returned on Team Alexa Bliss in a 4-on-4 tag match. It was Team Bliss versus Team Zoe Stark, in which Team Bliss came out with the win. And then I believe the next night on Raw, Ripley beat Roxanne Perez. And then last week begun a feud with the Women's Intercontinental Champion Natalya, to which they agreed to a match for the championship, in which this is actually going to be the first defense that Natalya makes since she won the title back at SummerSlam. It's not exactly been a great reign for Natalya here. As Ripley will look to take the gold and hopefully give it a better name than it has gotten so far. I mean, the title's been held by the likes of Lyra Valkyria, Lita, obviously Natalya here. In fact, Natalya did beat Lita for the championship as well. And there's the gold.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Natalya!
Now this is a first time ever match, Ripley taking on Natalya for the first time in universe mode. Gold held up high. As the first match of the night for the Intercontinental Championship. As Natalya going to take out Rhea immediately with a running clothesline. And Natalya's got a big hill to climb because Rhea Ripley is no joke of a competitor. And managing to plant Natalya there. Going to go into the cover early on, a count of 2 already. Maybe just caught Natalya off guard. Managing to sweep her heel away. Got her down on the one leg. The knee may have buckled, I'm not sure. Ripley going to fire back there. With a chop of her own. Sends Natalya face first into the corner. Going to get some momentum. Went for the boot. Missed Natalya now to the hamstring. Ripley outpowers Natalya. Now catching her with a couple blows. Got her in position for maybe a powerbomb. But Natalya going to fight back. Gets down off the shoulders and a shoulder tackle takes down Ripley. Now hook of the leg by Natalya. Count of 2 on Ripley now. We are able to sweep the leg. As Natalya slides out to the apron, going to get to her feet. Big right to the face of Rhea Ripley. And headbutt by Rhea. Got her up. Thinking Razor's Edge. And now Rhea, big lariat there, takes down Natalya. But Natalya not going to let Rhea stop her. But Rhea maybe just too quick with her riptide. Stacks her up for the championship. And Rhea's the new Intercontinental Champion.
Here is your winner and the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea.
Well, Natalya didn't really put up much of a fight against Ripley here tonight. As Ripley had one goal and she achieved that and is the new Intercontinental Champion in the women's division. That's great for her. As we see Rusev backstage here, saying so what that he lost to Penta, and that he could really beat him if he wanted to, and he's going to avenge himself next week in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Well, that'll be next week, so as we focus on this week and the next match, it's going to be Montez Ford taking on Cruz del Toro.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford!
Now Cruz del Toro is one half of the LWO, as he is scheduled for one-on-one action with Montez Ford tonight. as the Street Profits seem to be on a path towards a championship opportunity versus the Usos, as last week Montez Ford sat ringside while Jay and Angelo Dawkins went one-on-one, and Dawkins ended up beating Jay Uso, who I believe had been distracted by Montez Ford being sat ringside. So we'll see anything about maybe a response by Jay. What? Jay Uso just threw out a beaten up Cruz del Toro, and is Jay gonna take his place here? He is. What? Jay just taking Cruz del Toro's place in the match. As we've got Montez Ford versus Jay Uso here. What? I mean, I wasn't expecting Jay to fire back in that kind of way, but I mean, I guess so. As Montez Ford was maybe going to go for a DDT, but Jay turned that around there, caught him with a clothesline. Ford going to roll out of the ring. On the apron, Jay sweep the leg. Ford crashed back first onto the apron. Jay, quick to react there, catches him with a super kick. Now going to go after the arm. Making some space between them. What's on his mind? Stares Montez Ford down. I don't really know what he was thinking. He's just allowed Ford to take him there. As Montez takes us back to the ring. An Irish whip sends Jay into the corner. Jay gets the elbow up. Ford turns that around. Jay goes over the ropes and onto the apron. And Ford now stuns Jay onto the top rope. He crashes back to the floor on the outside. And get back to his feet as Montez Ford takes to the outside. Jay with a spear out of nowhere. Oh my. Now Ford going to turn it back around, going to the arm of Uso. It seems that there's a little bit of heat between these two men. And obviously we knew that from the way Jay entered this match, but the way this match has gone as well, there seems to just be pure anger between the two men. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, obviously being the current tag team champions, they beat the New Day for the gold. And something is currently building with the Street Profits, as Jay gonna catch Ford in a sleeper hold here. Maybe gonna go for the tap out victory as he tries to choke out Ford. He's gonna fight back, managing to roll out. And Jay catches Ford in a power slam as he came running at him. Going to go into the cover for the win. Ford at 2. Caught the leg of Jay there. Now Montez, what's he going to do? Oh, Jay dodges. So does Tez. A roll up now on Jay. Kick out at 1. Back to their feet now. Jay got him. Up and down. Pop up Samoan drop there. Oh no, just a Samoan dropper, man. And now Montez Ford undershot that. As Jay's going to send him over the ropes. Tez going to fight back. Now hopping over. Now these two just going to trade blows. Jay going to win that exchange fairly quickly. What's he thinking? Spear by Uso once more. And now Jay has a cleared path in the drop zone as Montez Ford. Uso splash, but nobody home. And Montez Ford catches him with a big clothesline. What's he thinking now? On the ropes, splash by Montez Ford. Hooks the leg of Jey Uso. Can he put him away? No, Jay kicks it too. And now again, Ford to the top. And another splash by Montez. Surely that's got to be the end of it. And no, Jay again. How is Jey Uso still in this match? He just suffered back-to-back splashes by Montez Ford. And he's still in the match. Montez went for the standing moonsault. Jay got the knees up. But Montez caught him there. Able to plant him. What's Montez thinking now? On the top, Jay to his feet. Montez Ford went for the drop kick, overshot it though. And now both men missing their attacks. In fact, no, Jay might have caught Montez. And Jay's going to go into the cover now. And Jey Uso puts away Montez Ford here tonight.
Here is your winner, main event,
Jay managing to seek revenge from last week, managing to beat Montez Ford in what was a very odd showing by the two men. Just had pure anger. As Raquel speaks now backstage, and oh, Alexa Bliss attacking Raquel there. And oh, gonna strike her with her own championship, holding it high in the air. I think Alexa Bliss is signaling that she's coming for Raquel's title. Well, Raquel,
is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, the team of Zoe Stark and Tatum Paxley.
as this is a 2-on-2 bout here tonight. Tatum Paxley, Zoe Stark, gonna go in a 2-on-2 tornado tag match with the team of Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax here tonight. This is the first real match of Zoe and Tatum as a tag team. Their friendship started just over a month ago when on the Raw before Survivor Series, or the week before that, Tatum
the team of Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez.
after Tatum agreed to be the final woman on Team Zoe Stark in the 4-on-4 at Survivor Series, under the one condition that the two stayed a team after the event, to which Zoe Stark said yes, and has upheld that deal as of now. As over a month later, we see the two women in their first match as a tag team taking on Roxanne Perez and Nia Jax here. Now Roxanne into an early cover, gets a 2 count. Now got Tatum up. Zoe with a springboard cross body to Nia Jax. Now going to shove Perez into the corner. All but attacked by Nia. Going to fight back. Not going to look to take that. Nia catches the foot. And now got her up. Oh! Oh my. And now going to toss Tatum Paxley. The strength that Nia Jax possesses. Just pushing away Zoe Stark. Got her in the corner now. And just tossing her across the ring like a rag doll. Gonna go into the cover. Zoe kicks out. And Tatum Paxley catches Nia with a kick to the face there. And these two now going to double team Nia. But Perez has a steel chair. Fails to hit Tatum Paxley. And now Roxanne Perez's leg sweeps. I believe the back of Roxanne's head may have hit the chair. Tatum Paxley there got the elbow. Ducks Nia, but Nia's a bit too quick there. Got her in the corner now. Now I'm going to ragdoll her over to the other side of the ring and a big boot to Zoe Stark. And now Nia scoop and a slam. The power she possesses, as I said, is showing a lot. Got Zoe Stark here. Got her up. Oh! I believe she might have landed on the bat. I don't know though. Nia was potentially going to go for an Alabama slam, but Zoe Stark got down. As Roxanne hit with a kendo stick, big boot to Nia. On the outside, Tatum there, and now Zoe Stark. Roxanne takes a knee on the face. As Zoe Stark gets crushed by Nia there. Springboard crossbody once more. And Roxanne Perez able to stop herself from going into the steel steps. Nia with a kick out there as well. Getting caught there. I mean, Roxanne and Nia are just getting absolutely dominated right now. Perez getting beaten on the outside. Nia was in a submission hold. But now Nia going to fight back. With that powerbomb there. Into the cover. Has her stacked up. Broken up by Tatum Paxley. That allows Roxanne to now breathe on the outside. As Nia's going to take to Tatum now. You see Zoe there with Roxanne Perez on the outside. Perez going to fight back. They're going to try and hold her own now. Zoe fighting back. Nia went for the leg drop. It's dodged. Roxanne's thrown back into the ring. Zoe springboard drop kick. Into the cover on Perez now. As Nia able to break it up and also take down Tatum Paxley at the same time. Over and out goes Zoe Stark. Now the brute strength of Nia Jax showing as she holds Tatum Paxley above her head. Now going into the cover, but Zoe Stark's there to break things up. And now went for maybe going for a DDT there, but Nia fights back. But there's a bit of a double team going on here. Not able to Take a breather, gets hit with a DDT now. Gonna immediately roll out of the ring. Gets a steel chair though. As Roxanne gonna take it to Zoe Stark. And Nia Jax with a steel chair to the skull of Paxley there. As Roxanne had Zoe stunned on the ropes. Went for a steel chair hit. Doesn't work though. Scoop and a slam by Stark. Headed to the top. Tatum Paxley with a few hits with the bat. A splash by Zoe. And I'm going to hit Nia with the bat. Got Nia Jax with the knee there. As both women now going into a cover. Going to try and put Nia away, and both women kicking out at the same time. As Zoe throws herself over there. Stalking Nia. Irresistible force. Got Zoe up. Slams her down there. Zoe going to roll out. Nia gives chase. Trying to run away is Zoe Stark, where she only runs into Roxanne Perez. Hits her with a German suplex. But Nia Jax right there to take the fight to her. But Zoe Stark able to take out Nia as well. Roxanne Perez stretched out over the back of Tatum Paxley. As Roxanne was then taken out. Nia, it looked like she was trying to throw Zoe into the ring post. With a sit-out powerbomb on the outside to Tatum Paxley there. That's got to take her out surely. As she's tossed across ringside. See Roxanne Perez in the ring taunting to the crowd. Nia going to roll back in. And Zoe Stark hit with a pop rocks by Roxanne Perez. Into the cover now. And Tatum Paxley not able to reach her as Nia took her out.
Here are your winners, the team of Nia Jax and
Roxanne
Roxanne Perez.
Perez and Nia Jax able to pick up the win in this 2-on-2 tag team bout here tonight on Raw. Wow. As we see Ripley now just... Oh, was that... I don't know if I've just seen things, but was that Io Sky? I was about to say, we just saw Rhea Ripley, the new Intercontinental Champion, walking... It looked like she was walking to a car to leave the arena. But in the background, it looked like we just saw someone standing there.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Vision from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in
As Austin
at
Theory
220 pounds,
making his way down the aisle now for one-on-one action. He entered the Men's Royal Rumble at number 1. It was an unfortunate draw because at number 2 came a returning Brock Lesnar. And that really just from the start left Austin Theory with not much of a chance. I mean, on last week's Raw, Theory managed to beat Dominic Mysterio. And I believe with that momentum he believed he could go into the Rumble and do well. But like I said, the draw of Brock Lesnar being right after him left him with really nothing to fight for. As here tonight, he again just don't know what he's got in him really. And one-on-one with the Viper, Randy Orton. As he slowly makes his way down the aisle and towards the ring here in Boston, Massachusetts, the hometown of one of his best friends, John Cena, who also made his return at the Royal Rumble. It's almost like you can hear the voices in the head of Orton. Just a slow walk.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
That's the Viper making his return to the Raw brand after quite a bit of time. He returned at the Rumble, like did John Cena, like Brock Lesnar. I'm sure there was a few others in that men's match as well that I've forgotten about. Orton is also a former world heavyweight champion here on the red brand. He held titles when we went into the PLE's Bash in Berlin and SummerSlam, which he lost the title at both PLEs, one to Drew McIntyre. At SummerSlam he lost it to Finn Balor in a triple threat Extreme Rules match against Drew and Finn. And then Balor didn't hold the title for very long, ended up losing it to CM Punk. Had a rematch at the start of this season. Punk ended up beating Balor again, retaining the title. And obviously we saw Punk at the start of tonight as Gunther was just trash talking him. And it caused Punk to do something that you wouldn't really expect someone to do after someone wins the Rumble. He hit Gunther in the back of his head with his championship. I'd be kind of surprised if Gunther didn't weigh the option of Punk a bit more now. Orton and Theory going around the ring, Orton trying to get the crowd up. Catching Theory immediately, backbreaker clubs him in the back of the neck. Now going into the cover does Orton. Quick kick out by Theory. Manages to dodge an elbow drop. Ooh, went for the cross body, but Orton moved out the way. No one was home. These two are going to lock up now. Theory outpowers Orton. Now back into it again. And force Randy into the corner here. Referee forced to break it up. Again Theory able to force Randy into the corner. And oh, a cheap shot this time by Theory. Randy reverses, big kick there. And now firing back with some hard shots and a Russian leg sweep. And now the right's just going to pound into the face of Theory. Heads to the second rope. Went for a double axe handle. Theory moved. Waist lock. Side Russian leg sweep again by Orton. Going to take this to the outside of these two. Oh, Theory with a big right. And now sends Orton into the barricade. And going to the back there of Orton, the spine. I believe it was surgically repaired, as Orton was out for a while and didn't return until the 2023 Survivor Series, where CM Punk also returned about 10 minutes later. Theory gonna try and keep on top of this match. I mean, no matter what, that's not going to be a very easy thing to do. And he's trying to take out the leg of Orton there, trying to render it useless. Gonna head to the top now. Randy obviously on the outside. What's Theory thinking? Double axe handle from the top to the outside. As the referee was trying to begin the count, but back into the chase there, thrown into the ring by Orton. Big clothesline, and again Orton ducks, power slam. Oh, what's this? Logan Paul? What does Logan Paul have to do with Orton? Oh no, Randy behind you! Oh, with the steel chair! Logan Paul to the skull of Randy Orton and gonna just leave the ring there. And now Theory went for the cover. Ref didn't see the cover immediately, was throwing the chair out. Randy kicks out. But Logan Paul, what was that about? As Theory now, with the roll through into the drop kick. I don't think I could be any more confused. There's now Orton. They're going with the stomps. And now pounding the ground. Got in his mind an RKO. The three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. But Theory able to kick out. Just about avoiding a 3 count there. And now he's going to fight back with an elbow there. Not for long as Orton fires back with his own. Got Theory up. Spine first into the buckle, now tossing him. And from the second rope. What's he got on his mind? Eyeing down Theory. Went for the double axe handle again, got caught with a right to the gut. Theory able to send Orton into the corner. Telling him no. Catches him with a clothesline in the corner. Throws him to the middle of the ring. Orton caught him with a super kick. But now Theory snap suplex. And now Orton catches him in a pinning predicament. Shoulders are down. Gonna maybe try and get the win there, but Theory able to kick out again and Orton with a clothesline. These two men are going reversal for reversal, shot for shot. I don't know what I'm seeing, but it's incredible right now. As Orton with a fall away slam. Fell down himself. Theory's in a perfect position for Orton to get him with an uppercut in the corner. Now I'm just going to stomp Theory out in the corner now. Trying to deal as much damage as he can. Theory with the elbow. And Orton able to hop down, catches him in the back of the leg. Now, as I said, the main event is a battle royal to be the #1 contender to Penta in the Intercontinental Championship, which we saw earlier tonight. Ober and Bron Breakker, they are two of the competitors of the match. So now Theory got Orton. Oh, that was interesting. Going with like a weird type of flatliner there, but Orton's able to kick it too. I don't know what I just saw Theory do there, but that was very interesting. And now Orton, kind of like an angle slam there, shades of the gold medal winner, Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. So Orton thrown into the corner by Theory. Gonna take a run up. Clothesline. Randy, center of the ring again. Roll through blockbuster there. Great maneuver by Theory. And great athleticism. I don't really think there's much of a path you can like envision for Theory really on the Raw brand. And not as in he can't do anything, but I just don't really see where he goes from here. Standing in the center of the ring is Orton, gonna roll out and break the count. These two just fighting on the outside. Randy got him with a vertical suplex. They're going to pound his head into the concrete. Gaines going to go with the stomps here. As the referee trying to tell them to get back into the ring. Orton will take this back to the ring. Rushes into the cover on Theory. Will this be the end? It should be, and it is. Randy Orton puts away Austin Theory here.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton.
After one hell of a bout, Randy Orton finally, on his Raw return here in Boston, Massachusetts, manages to put away Austin Theory, who is in a bit of a crisis himself. And congratulations to the Viper, Randy Orton. Please subscribe to Tapman12 as we're on the road to 1.5 thousand subscribers. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Let's go ahead and get back to Monday Night Raw. As we're back from the break, everyone. Already in the ring is 7 out of 8 competitors. It's main event time. Here in Boston, Massachusetts. As Seth freaking Rollins has his first night back here on Monday Night Raw, as the crowd sings his song. Rollins maybe got the Intercontinental Championship in mind. Can't really blame him. Now against Rollins are the 7 other competitors in this match. Obviously he'd have to get through Obafemi and Bron Breakker. You can see them at ringside there. You've got Dragunov, Grayson Waller, Obafemi, Bron Breakker. I think that's Logan Paul there. Might not be though. I mean, I'd be a bit surprised if it was Logan. It's not Logan Paul. Don't know why I thought Logan Paul was there, but I mean, we saw him literally just last match. So to be fair, I don't see why he would be here. Trick Williams taking the fight. Ilya Dragunov sends him shoulder first into the ring post there. So in the ring you've got Trick Williams, Ilya Dragunov, Seth Rollins, Obafemi, Bron Breakker, Ludwig Kaiser, Dominic Mysterio and Grayson Waller, all fighting it out to be the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Now something to note is that Obafemi and Ilya Dragunov are taking it to one another right now. They just competed in one-on-one action at the Royal Rumble with Obafemi taking the win. It was an open challenge that was hosted by Obafemi that Dragunov answered. So these two meet again, but in a battle royal. Now, I will note that Obafemi has already said before that he is trying to get to Penta. He said it in a post-match interview like many weeks ago to Kathy Kelly that his eyes were set on Penta. I believe out of respect for the competitor that Penta is, he didn't turn a one-on-one with Rusev into a triple threat, because not only did he want a one-on-one bout himself, but he has major respect for Penta, I believe. And Seth Rollins now with a back suplex to Dom Mysterio. And Seth Rollins has Ludwig Kaiser in trouble, but he's not going to punish him there, as Dominic Mysterio takes to him there, and Obafemi will punish the vulnerable Ludwig Kaiser there. And Ludwig Kaiser is the first man out, as Dominic Mysterio tries to 619 Trick Williams there. Things not going to plan though. Trick Williams catches Breakker with a clothesline there, and Ilya Dragunov is eliminated, and a German suplex by Rollins to Waller. Oba in trouble. Rollins got him, trying to get the elimination here. He's over the ropes on the apron, gonna fight back there, as Mysterio's fighting Bron Breakker. Rollins again going to try and eliminate Femi, does not go well. And Oba with an F10 to Seth Rollins. And Dominic Mysterio with a Poison Rana there. My goodness, and now Trick Williams managed to also dodge the attack of Seth Rollins there. And oh, trick shot. And there goes Dominic Mysterio by Obafemi. Could Seth Rollins be gone here? Yes, he is. Seth Rollins eliminated by Trick Williams. As Trick Williams with the scissor kick to the back of the neck of Bron Breakker, and a fall from grace by Femi to Waller. But now, caught off guard, over Femi by Trick Williams. But Ober's going to fight back with the elbows. Bron Breakker now. Going to double team with Trick Williams against Ober. Femi spiking him with a DDT. Now Trick's sent over and out. The final three is Ober, Femi, Bron Breakker and Grayson Waller. As Grayson Waller, STO, takes down Breakker. Caught by Ober Femi now. With went for the choke slam, but as he was coming down, Grayson Waller brilliantly managed to turn that into an arm drag, managing to avoid that choke slam by Femi. As Ober's over the ropes in a bad way now, able to pick himself back up and get into the ring though. Bron Breakker, the speed of Breakker, with that massive clothesline going at over 20 miles an hour or something. The speed gained is incredible. As Ober Femi now has Breakker tossing him there. Ober tried to go with the overhead exploder there, but now Grayson Waller's got him. Ober Femi in a really bad way here. Lots of damage has been dealt. He's on the apron. Could he be eliminated? No, Ober survives. Sent into the rope. Caught with a stunner by Grayson Waller, who tries to go after Bron Breakker. Now with a DDT, Grayson Waller's on top. Gonna choke out Ober Femi in the corner here now. This is your main event on Raw. The winner, #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship of Penta. Ober Femi sent over. Ober Femi has been eliminated. And Bron Breakker with a spear. Bron Breakker, all he's got to do is throw him out. And Bron Breakker has won the Battle Royal and is the #1 contender to Penta.
Here is your winner, Bron Breakker.
Congratulations to Bron Breakker. He's one step closer to an Intercontinental Championship rematch against the man that beat him for the title. And I thank you all for watching Monday Night Raw here in Boston, Massachusetts. And I'll see you all over on Friday Night SmackDown.